Hello, good morning. I'm Junita from 11 Marketing 1. Today, I want storytelling about the goose girl. Once upon a time, there lived a lovely princess named Anidori Kiladra Taliana Isila, or Annie, who was born in the kingdom of Kildare. Annie had a strong relationship with her auntie. Little Annie spent the first years of her life listening to her auntie's stories and learned how to converse with animals. As Annie grew up, she gradually learned of three important gifts: people speaking, animal speaking, and nature speaking. When her auntie left from the kingdom, Annie's mother, the queen, forbade Annie from getting near animals. Elsie and the rest of Kildare were the reef of animal speakers. Years passed by. Annie was struggling with her confidence as both crown princess and a future queen. Any life that was always under her mother shadow made her feeling not confident to be the next queen. Things got worse when Annie's father passed away. At the funeral, the queen announced that her second child, Kelly, would become the next ruler. Feeling confused, Annie tried to confront the queen. Mother, I ask pardon for intruding so soon after the mourning prayer, but I must ask you about your statements some weeks ago, said Annie. Yes, yes, my child. But Kelly, sit down. The queen asked Annie to sit and continue. Explain. You remember, 5 years ago, we received a visit from the Prime Minister of Bayern. Annie nodded. Well, actually, according to our tradition, if it has to be one of my kids to marry the Prince of Bayern, it should be the third child, Naparina. But she is too young, and you, my dear Annie, you are different. After the trouble with your auntie, I'm worried that people would never trust you as the rumors of you being an animal speaker have sunk to deep, said the queen. Furious and upset, Annie had no other choice and was obliged to agree. Any lady in waiting and best friend Celia also convinced her to go to Bayern. Annie was crushed, but performed her duty and left Kildare. However, another bad thing happened. On the way to Bayern, Annie began to feel alienated from Celia. Celia later took Annie's identity as the princess and seized Annie's power. After days wandering in the forest alone, Annie eventually stumbled on the house of Gilsa and her son, Finn. Gilsa took her to go to Bayern with Finn when the market opens. If you are fortunate, you will meet the king in person. Eventually, Annie and Finn went to the market to try to speak to the king. They met the king, but she ended up telling him that she was new to the city and had nowhere to go. Hence, the king assigned her as a goose girl. At first, as a goose girl, Annie struggled to connect with the other works and the kids. However, this changed when she met Anna, who worked with chicken and dog and injured goose that she nursed back. To help oversight any bird friendship with the world, including with a man named Gary, who told her that he was the prince's girl. One day, Annie heard really a really bad snap from Anna. Annie killed Henry plans on attacking Byron, so the king has decided to attack Calendar first, thought Anna. Annie realized in horror that this must be Celia's plan. If Byron wiped out Henry, there would be no one who could proffer her real identity, but she could not return to Kildare. The next morning, a group of thieves attacked the geese flock. Annie used her gift. She asked the wind to help, and it responded by picking up a large amount of dirt and attacking the thieves. Because of her god, this Annie was hailed as a hero, but was horrified to know that the king would invite her for a reward. As she was afraid to meet Celia in the kingdom, she decided to escape. She returned to Gilda House and by chance met Taylor, her old guard. "I'm so happy to find you alive," said Annie. "Really, I'm also very happy to finally meet you again, Princess, and I really want to help you get your identity back," replied Taylor. Then the two decided to convince the king of Annie's true identity. They rode to the kingdom and managed to meet the old Prime Minister's son. After confirming her identity, she was informed that the prince and Celia were about to get married by the lake. Thus, Annie went to the lake to confront Celia. Thus, she found out that the guard, Jerry, was actually the crown prince. A terrifying battle between Celia and Annie could not be avoided. Luckily, before Celia could kill Annie, Jerry intruded and helped Annie days later. After seeing John, Annie was killed. To prove that Kildare was not about to attack Bayard, she declared that she was the proof, as the queen would never say. Her fist burned into an enemy camp. Before storming out, Jerry praised her for ending the war before it started. At the end, Annie and Jerry decided to get married. Jerry took her to a celebration where she was introduced as the official crown princess. Once, thank you.